So Treyarch have had 4 years to make Black Ops 6, and with the second weekend of the beta being open to everyone, I wanted to chip in with my 2 cents on my overall opinions about the first beta weekend we've just had, including what I really like as well as what I don't like. But we also need to talk about the overall hate that COD is getting, to the point where people are literally looking for any reason to hate COD, like it's a badge of honor for them. So let's first start with what I like about the Black Ops 6 beta, because there's actually a lot. Omni movement. This feels so smooth and it's actually really fun. It offers a lot more ways to get kills and it's just a bit more unique. The maps, Skyline, Derelict, those are my favorites because Treyarch are known for making really vibrant maps, and the best example of this is Skyline. Just what a beautiful map, man. You can't deny it, it's a good map. Then we've also got the new strike maps, which at first I wasn't a fan of. They're very sweaty, but I'm coming to like them as well. And I do like the classic 3-lane layout that Treyarch have on the main maps as well. So it's good to see wildcards return as well. So the weapon attachments. So I'm really happy that there's not really many cons when you're putting on attachments, because that's what I didn't like about the Modern Warfare attachments. Treyarch do their attachments better in my opinion, where when you put attachments on, there's not really any negatives. There might be some for some attachments, but it's pretty minimal. I really like this. And sniping. It's taken me a long time to kind of just get the hang of the sniping, because I'm used to kind of like Black Ops 3 sniping where it's quite fast, but on this game it feels a little bit slow, so I'm just kind of trying to adjust to it. But I am coming to get better at it and I'm actually enjoying it. I've been using the LR and I put a faster aim down sight attachment. I don't know what the attachment was, but to have a quicker aim down sight, and that helped so much. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of get better at it. It's taken me a lot of time, but I'm actually really enjoying it. And I do like the damage as well for sniping. I get way less of those inconsistent hit markers, and a lot of the time I'm just getting one-shot kills, which is great. What I don't like though is on the previous, I think it was Modern Warfare 3, when you're unlocking attachments, you have to use other weapons to actually unlock those attachments on the original weapon you're using. So it looks like they're kind of doing this on Black Ops 6, well at least for optics from what I saw. So if you want to unlock more optics, you have to use other guns and stuff. So not a fan of that. I think it should just be, you want to unlock attachments for that weapon, you only have to use that weapon kind of thing, just level it up or whatever. Also not a fan of Scud, but admittedly I am getting used to it and starting to enjoy it more, especially for sniping. So whenever this map rolls around on the rotation, I'm usually just practicing sniping. So probably the least favorite of all the maps, but still not bad, honestly. Okay, specialists or field upgrades, whatever you want to call them. In my opinion, none of these field upgrades really do much damage. The neurogas is probably the strongest out of them all, but even then, I find it still pretty weak in general. I maybe get 2 kills if I'm lucky, 2 or 3, but most of the time it's either a little bit of damage to the player or maybe I get a kill. Personally, this is just my opinion. I'd like to see more like what we had in BO3 or BO4, with more of the lethal kind of field upgrades or specialists that you could actually get a good amount of kills from, because the ones now just feel kind of useless almost. Especially the assault pack, like I find this so useless. I've never had a scenario where I've actually needed to use an assault pack. Now it's good to see the winner's circle back, but the emotes are kind of trash, and I understand it's just a beta, so hopefully we'll see some better ones in the actual game, but I don't know. It'd be funny to see the return of the dab from BO3. So one other thing I'm not a fan of is the score streaks, specifically the RCXD. For me, I don't know what it is, but this thing is just so hard to handle. It does not feel smooth. Personally, I think it would be much easier if they just gave us the old school controls of using the left stick to accelerate and you can steer with maybe the right stick. I don't know, it just seemed quite slippery trying to drive this, and the boost kept activating as well. Now again, this could just be me, as I always find ways to make simple things feel difficult, but for me it just felt a little bit hard to handle. So there's a few things I don't like, but honestly, overall I'm really enjoying the beta. And this is the most fun I've had on COD in ages, honestly, and probably if I had to pick one thing I'm enjoying the most, it'd probably be the Omni movement. And there's some other things as well that Treyarch could be fixing, like I know the spawns are a bit of an issue. Obviously we've got the Jackal PDW, which is OP as, and yeah, we all know why, it's basically a laser. The Omni movement in itself gives me a reason to play, as it makes getting kills so unique compared to anything we've had in the past. but there'll always be people that find a reason to hate on COD, even if it's for the most stupid reasons. So while there are some legitimate criticisms towards the Black Ops 6 beta, of course there's people that will just find a reason to hate on COD, even if it's for the most stupid reasons. It seems to be a big trend to hate on Black Ops 6 at the moment, but I think it's getting out of hand. We've got guys like Blame Truth over here literally yelling and complaining at the fact that he had to boot up the game a few times because he had a couple update requires restarts.
So I boot up COD HQ again, and I boot up Black Ops 6 from COD HQ again. It closes COD HQ again, and then finally, 6 times I have to boot this up. I get into the Black Ops 6 beta. 6 instances, as well as a 141 gigabyte plus download to just play the beta.
I mean, come on man, whoop this shit, you had to restart the game a few times. Oh poor you, this is so unacceptable that you have to yell about it to your audience. You gotta give him props though, he knows how to entertain his audience. Just literally yell and complain about anything COD related and people keep watching. I mean, this is way too over the top in my opinion. Why are you surprised that a beta isn't running as smoothly as a finished game should? It's literally the point of a beta. And this brings me on to my next point. Treyarch are taking on board the feedback they're getting. Things are looking good for Weekend 2, because they put a tweet out saying for Weekend 2 there's going to be a weapon balancing, so I should think we can expect to see the PDW will get nerfed. Spawn tuning, so yeah, again that was a big one, so that's good to see that's getting fixed. And the increased weapon XP earn rate as well. That was another large one from the community being said that the weapon XP rate was too slow. Audio improvements as well. This was quite noticeable. I just did not hear any near footsteps or anything. Even with that specialist for increasing the sound of footsteps, I was not hearing like anything with that. And then obviously bug fixes as well. So this is good to see, and this is how a beta should be. They should be taking on feedback from the players and then implementing it to actually improve the game. So honestly, like, how can you kind of fault them for this? I think this is great. In Weekend 2, we're also getting 2 new maps, so Babylon and Stakeout. We're getting a new game mode, Gunfight playlist, so that's really cool to see as well. Personally, I'm having the most fun I've had in a while playing a COD game, and I'm looking forward to Weekend 2. I'm definitely going to be playing more. Now remember, the open beta weekend is open to everyone. For us New Zealanders, it's 5 AM this Saturday, 3 AM Saturday in Australia, and if you're in the US, that's 10 AM Friday Pacific time. Overall, what do you guys think of the beta so far? Have you played it? What have you enjoyed? What have you not enjoyed? And will you be getting the game when it launches? Anyway, thanks for watching guys. If you did enjoy the video, it would mean so much to me if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Otherwise, don't forget to be thankful for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.